I feel like Garth Brooks, Levi's jeans and my star looks. All shooks, man, I'm too gone off the Starbucks. I like big wheels on large trucks. Small towns, everywhere I go, they be on nuts. Whoa. I work a job that I hate. Whoa. I roll in 10 minutes late, don't you know? I got a lot on my plate. Every day sucks, but I'm doing great.
What's going on, guys? Rural Legends TV back here. We're going to do a quick video just giving you an update on some of the 2A things coming up, some of the anti-2A bills that have been pre-filed with the federal government. We have two that have come up that are pro-2A that we're looking forward to, hoping we can maybe get some traction and get these things moved forward. First off, we have the Hearing Protection Act, essentially is what it is. It's H.R. 95. Jeff Duncan of South Carolina has reintroduced this bill. Essentially what this bill is looking to achieve is to remove suppressors off of the NFA. Get it removed, no tax stamp, NICS background check, treat it basically like a firearm. And so we won't have to go through all of the crap to get suppressors. So it's got some support. We've got 30-something co-sponsors, and it's got the support of pretty much every sporting group and firearms group within the country. So we've got that going for us. Hoping we can get some traction on that. Next up, what we have is HR 38, which probably most of you have heard of this. If not, this is the National Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act. So this would allow, if you have a concealed carry permit in one state, to travel to another state without having to worry about if there's reciprocity or not. There'd be reciprocity across the board. This has over 100 co-sponsors. It's actually close to the number that would be needed to get it to pass the House. So we get some good traction behind that. That would be a wonderful, wonderful bit to have for the 2A community. Unfortunately, we've got an uphill battle facing us. We've got many bills that have just been pre-filed that are not pro-2A. So first off, we're looking at HR 30. Bobby Rush out of Illinois introduced this bill, and this is the increase the public safety by deterring and punishing firearms trafficking. Now, we're not sure if we're talking about people selling guns illegally on the street, or if he's talking about private collections being sold. You sell too many during a year or something, and next thing you know, you got the ATF breathing down your neck. We don't know. Essentially, what they're moving towards is criminalization of private sales. And this all kind of goes back to the updated ATF form. Now they can see your name and the gun that you bought. Everybody's saying, oh, but the ATF doesn't look at that. Trust me, there's a lot that we don't really understand. Next up, we've got Sheila Jackson Lee from Texas. HR 121 provides for the hiring of 200 additional ATF agents. So she wants to hire more ATF agents to come and infringe on your rights. So that's what we've got going there, and this is where everything starts coming back in full circle. More agents, more investigations, more documents looked at, more names put together, more registrations, more registries. We got a list who has what guns. Now, HR 125 is a 7-day wait on all firearm transfers, silencers, AP ammo, and transfer of mags. Now, we're not sure what kind of AP ammo we're talking about here, what the verbiage is going to be, how they're going to word it, what's going to be considered AP and what is not. Additionally, a transfer of mags is going to be difficult to tack down because to really, follow the breadcrumbs, so to say, you need a serial number on the magazines. And of course, there's not, as far as I know, very many mags out there that are serialized, and there are million standard capacity, what they considered high capacity magazines out there on the market flowing freely. So essentially my fear is that they're going to be looking to criminalize magazine possession, similar to Ireland, I believe it is, where they treat a magazine as if it's a firearm. So moving on, we've got HR 127, and this to provide for the licensing of firearms and ammunition possession the registration of firearms and to prohibit the possession of certain ammunition. This is going back to our AP ammo. Are they going to be looking to ban our AP ammo, tracers, armor-piercing incendiary, A-pit rounds? You know, you look at the 50 BMG rounds that you can get AP, you get API, A-pit, you get tracer rounds. There's a lot of stuff that you can get out there. You know, your 5.7s, you can get the armor-piercing 5.7s, 30-06, can you get the, you know, old surplus armor-piercing, you know, things like that. And of course your 8.55, which everybody considers a light armor penetrator, but is not. It's simply there, that steel core is simply there for ballistic coefficients. But will those rounds be banned? We don't know. We don't know the verbiage of how this bill is going to be laid out. Additionally, there's that word in there that we all fear, registration of firearms. So they're looking to put together a registry of firearms and to get us to register our weapons. So we're coming full circle on everything that we've been saying for years, and all the FUDs and everybody else has been saying that will never happen, this, that, and the other, you know. So we've kind of got an uphill battle coming. Finally, we've got one more from Sheila Jackson Lee. We've got HR 130, which is safe storage of firearms and ammunition and the investigation of unsafe firearm and ammunition storage. This is essentially a red flag law. What this is going to allow them to do is say, okay, well, you have to have everything stored properly, and all you need is one neighbor, one jaded ex-girlfriend, somebody to call and say their firearms or ammo is not properly stored. Next thing you know, you've got the ATF kicking down your door, shooting your dog, shooting your new girlfriend or wife, and you're having a really, really bad day. This is essentially setting the grounds for a red flag law where they can bypass due process and word it in such a way that we're not trying to take away somebody's rights. We're just trying to see if they're storing their stuff properly. They're basically trying to word it to get around the lawyers and everybody else. Finally, we got HR 167 from Rep. Al Green of Texas. Man, Texas, y'all got to elect some better people, man. We all need to elect some better people. That's neither here nor there. Prohibit the transfer of a firearm, somebody who is not an FFL at a gun show. I butchered that wording, but essentially if you're not an FFL, you can't sell at a gun show. That's what they're trying to do. They're going after gun shows. They want to criminalize private sales. Let's say I have an AR that I take to a gun show that I want to sell. I meet somebody walking around and they're like, how much do you want for that AR? Hey, I want $1,200 for it. I'll give you 2 mags along to go with it. Okay, if all these pass, probably committed a felony based on selling magazines, and I probably committed a felony based on selling the gun to them. But, you know, whatever. Prior, I would be able to sell this no problem. Go back to the truck, write up some paperwork, you know, basically just saying, I transfer this gun to Joe Blow, and here's his driver's license number, or maybe his concealed carry, or whatever. So I have some kind of documentation that covers my butt. Essentially what they want to do is they want to get rid of the private sales. So we have a long battle. We've got a long way to go. We've got a huge uphill battle ahead of us. We do have some folks in the legislature that I hope will stand and fight with us. I don't know. Hopefully we scared them a little bit here on Tuesday. But anyway, I appreciate y'all guys watching. If you stuck around this long, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me. I'm trying to get this channel boosted. We as a 2A group and community need to stick together. We got some shooting videos coming up. I'm gonna do some reviews on some guns and start talking a little bit about combat effectiveness and just everyday carries. Things that's probably going to be affecting us more in the future. So I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all be good. We'll see you in the next one.